You never seen Andrew get cooked this bad until you thought about him debating me. That's a fact. Like, Andrew, you're slow. You're just slow, or you're trying to act slow, and it ain't working.
What to do with anything?
I need you to catch up with me, sir.
Okay.
If you want to take things back to the past, you have to accept everything as the past. You can't just cherry pick. Now, here's the thing. You're cherry picking.
Exactly. Think about it. He's like, let's go back to the 1940s, but just the marriage part, though.
What if I was to tell you that you could make this picture for nothing, win an Oscar, and gross $100 million? Is that something you might be interested in?
What if I were to tell you that I had a 22-inch? Is that something you might be interested in? Jesus.
Are you mocking me?
Mocking you? Why would I mock you?
You're in an imaginary world.
If you want to take things back to the tradition, take it all the way back. Why stop at the 50s? Take it back to the 1890s.
What you're saying right now is so incoherent, I actually don't even understand
Well,
it.
that's what...
Yeah, that means you're stupid, Andrew. That's because you're a stupid man. And you have no idea about anything other than trying to push your ecclesiastical religion, which I really think is some CIA bullshit. Because you don't even live that. You don't even...
Listen, when you're running out of bullets, the last thing you do is the shame. All right,
I'm not even trying to shame you. It's just incoherent.
I need you to catch up with me.
Okay, catch me up.
Just say you're lacking if you can't keep it up.
It's
all right,
incoherent.
now here's the problem.
It's incoherent.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem.
No, there was nothing incoherent about it. I understood it perfectly the first time. You can't be trying to turn back time, talking about you want to pop out one thing that's good from the 1940s, but leave the rest of it there. And then we're going to skip over 1950, 60, 70, 80, 90. We're just going to skip over all that like that didn't happen? What world are you living in where that's even possible, or you've ever seen that happen?
I don't respect time travel. If Ant-Man and the Wasp can do it, I'm not interested.
I don't know what to tell you.
Here's the problem you're having.
2,000 years ago, they were chopping. Who gives a shit?
Listen,
What does that
you
do with
said
anything?
2,000 years ago. I'm coming up with yours. Your holy religious 2,000 years ago. It's been a part of
What
the
does that
institution.
have to do with this?
Exactly. You're cherry picking.
Cherry picking what?
Listen,
I'm listening.
I'm gonna slow you down because it's hard for you to keep up.
It is.
I understand. I understand because you haven't been in this is your toughest debate. Your audience knows this.
Oh, it's
Yes.
There's no God in marriage.
Okay.
In the United States, because when you go into divorce court, there's no God.
Yeah,
you
but
can't bring in your God and your Bible. And at that particular point, none of your ecclesiastics marriage works.
Okay.
Period.
So the thing is, you just said, can we agree that there's no God in marriage? And then
You don't have to agree.
But hang on, calm down. And then you switched over to divorce. There's no God in divorce. But those are two different questions and proposition. Hang on, relax.
No, they're not.
The second thing is that
divorce is a part of marriage.
me saying that what made marriage a great institution is this whole Sky Daddy character. And that the institution has been in place for 2,000 years. And it's been, hang on, calm down.
2,000
and it's
years.
been a strong institution. I'm not actually sure how tying in that at the time they cut off, what that has to do with the fact that in the 1950s and 40s, you still had 95% of these marriages staying together. This is not ancient history. This is not even early American history.
Yeah,
that's hang on. That's in your grandfather's lifetime, basically. And this, by the way, that was the case for black marriages as well. Very strong institutions. But all of those institutions were that way because they followed that whole Sky Daddy thing. They were like, oh, that Sky Daddy's going to smite us if we don't. And so what you do here is you're giving the classic progressive argument, which is, well,
by the way, I disagree with that 100%. I do not think that marriages were good because of quote unquote Sky. I think that they were good and lasted because of how strong communities and families were at the time. 100%.
you know, guys, it is true that it's a great institution, and it is true it's the best place in the world to have children for the continuation of the species. And also, it's fantastic for men's health. It's fantastic for their mental health. It's great for them in almost every way. But that divorce thing is real bad, and I counter. You're right, that divorce thing is real bad. We have now a center of agreement. But now we're going back to the marriage in the West thing, which is that whole great institution problem. Well, if we agree that what made it good, which you just did, is, hey, that Sky Daddy guy, and then I point out that right now, you can still utilize that Sky Daddy guy for an ecclesiastical marriage outside of the state. Hang on.
Yeah, but you can only use it if you believe in that and if your wife believes in it.